Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be taking a look at the law of attraction and how it impacts our lives.
Okay.
And you shared a really interesting interview with someone who's really kind of experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
And what's really kind of cool is that they weren't really out searching for the law of attraction.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
found them organically through a series of life experiences.
Yeah, and it is really fascinating because it all starts with this inherent optimism, this belief that everything happens for the best, which was instilled by their mother.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fascinating how, those simple beliefs woven into the fabric of their upbringing actually shaped their understanding of the law of attraction later on in life.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how much, those early experiences really shape our subconscious beliefs. And speaking of shaping experiences, the interviewee shares this story about a missed opportunity, this
Yeah.
important exam. And, they needed a 90 to pass,
Right.
and they got an 89.
Oh, wow.
So they failed by 1 point.
At the time, that must felt like a huge setback.
Oh, yeah.
But looking back, they recognize it as a turning point.
Wow.
This experience and the path it led them on actually contributed to their current success.
Interesting.
It really highlights how sometimes what we perceive as failures
Yeah.
can actually be opportunities in disguise.
It's like the universe kind of nudged them in a different direction.
Yeah.
And that sense of guidance continues with a series of, let's just call them coincidences,
Okay.
that really introduced them to the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is with the book Think and Grow Rich during this random train journey.
Oh, wow. So that sparked a little curiosity.
Yeah.
Planted a seed.
And then 6 months later,
Mm-hmm.
they happened to watch the movie The Secret.
Oh, wow.
So now they're getting even more interested in this whole concept of, manifesting desires.
Right.
So we have the book, we have the movie. It's like the pieces are starting to...
Exactly. And then another 6 months later, they encounter the power of the subconscious mind. This is where things really click for them.
Interesting.
They started to see the connection between their thoughts and their reality.
Mhm.
This idea that the subconscious mind plays a powerful role in shaping our experiences.
So up to this point, it's a lot of theoretical exploration, right?
Right.
But the real turning point, the moment that solidified their belief in the law of attraction, was a personal manifestation experience.
Yeah.
They set a goal of manifesting 104,000 rupees.
And they ended up with 104,000 rupees. Talk about a concrete demonstration.
Right, this wasn't just reading about it anymore.
Exactly.
This was seeing the law of attraction in action in their own life.
And what's really interesting is they didn't use any specific techniques or rituals
Oh, wow.
to achieve this. They just set the intention, believed it was possible, and continued taking action towards their goal.
Wow.
So this suggests that the law of attraction is less about mystical formulas and more about aligning your mindset and actions with your desires.
So it's about embodying the belief and then taking those inspired steps?
Precisely. And this is where the interviewee's perspective on gratitude comes in.
Okay.
They emphasize the importance of genuine gratitude, not just saying thank you out of habit, but really feeling appreciation for the good in your life.
They even shared a heartwarming story about expressing gratitude to their wife for the increase in their income after getting married.
Yeah, and that speaks volumes about their approach. They're not just focused on personal gain. They recognize the role others play in their success and express gratitude accordingly.
And on the flip side, they're very aware of the detrimental effects of negativity.
Right.
They talk about how complaining, blaming others, and dwelling on what's wrong actually drains the energy needed for the law of attraction to work.
Yeah, they actually said that constantly looking for faults in others is a surefire way to attract more negativity into your own life.
It's like putting out a signal for the very things you don't want.
Exactly. And this leads us to the interviewee's perspective on relationships, which is particularly insightful. It's really interesting how they talk about relationships.
Yeah, especially because we were just talking about, that negativity
Right.
and how it impacts the law of attraction. And it seems like that could be particularly challenging in relationships where it's
Yeah.
really easy to get caught up in what's missing or, comparing our partners to some idealized version.
Right. But they offer this really refreshing perspective on this.
Okay.
They believe in accepting and making the best of existing relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Recognizing that everybody, including ourselves, has flaws.
Right.
It's about appreciating the unique dynamics of each connection
Mm-hmm.
and focusing on the good.
And that seems to tie back to that whole idea of, attracting what you focus on, right?
Exactly.
So if you're constantly dwelling on your partner's shortcomings,
Yeah.
you're probably going to experience more of that.
Right.
But if you choose to focus on, their strengths and the positive aspects of the relationship,
Yeah.
you're more likely to cultivate, a more fulfilling connection.
Yeah.
So does that mean they believe that you can manifest the perfect partner through the law of attraction?
Actually, they don't really get into the specifics about manifesting a partner.
Oh, okay.
Their focus is really on cultivating that positive mindset within ourselves
Hmm.
and appreciating the relationships that we already have.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that everybody you know comes with their own set of strengths and weaknesses,
Yeah.
and that healthy relationships involve acceptance, understanding, and a willingness to grow together.
This reminds me of the whole concept of karma.
Oh.
That idea that our past actions kind of shape our present experiences.
Right.
And it seems like they embrace this idea,
Yeah.
suggesting that the people that we encounter, even the difficult ones, are there to teach us valuable lessons.
Absolutely. They view difficulties and challenging individuals as opportunities for personal growth and learning.
Interesting.
So instead of seeing them as obstacles, they perceive them as these catalysts for self-discovery and development.
And this resonates with a story that they shared about overcoming a period of deep depression.
Yeah.
They describe it as this, dark time in their life, but ultimately it led to tremendous growth and success.
Yeah, they talked about how that experience really taught them resilience and solidified their belief in their own inner strength.
Wow.
It's such a powerful example of how even the most challenging experiences can serve as these stepping stones on our path.
It's amazing how they don't shy away from talking about these difficult times. They really embrace them as, integral parts of their journey.
Right.
They even view criticism and negativity from others as opportunities for growth and motivation.
It's an incredibly empowering perspective.
Mm.
Instead of allowing negativity to define them,
Yeah.
they use it as fuel to propel themselves forward. It's a testament to the transformative power of the law of attraction
Right.
when coupled with a strong sense of self-belief.
Their story really highlights the power we have to choose how we respond to external circumstances, right? We can let that negativity drag us down.
Right.
Or we can rise above it and use it to create a more meaningful life.
And this brings us to another fascinating aspect of their approach, the role of the subconscious mind.
We were just talking about that, that power to choose
Right.
how we respond to challenges, and that seems to link directly to their understanding of the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
They didn't get, super deep into specific techniques,
Mm.
but they did mention that, our deeply held beliefs, they really often shape our reality.
Yeah, and it connects back to, that powerful message that their mother instilled in them. Everything happens for the best. And that belief, fostered from childhood, it likely influenced their subconscious programming, setting the stage for a more positive outlook on life.
So it's not just about, thinking positive thoughts in the moment. It's about cultivating a deeper subconscious belief system
Right.
that really supports our desires.
Exactly. And this highlights an important aspect of the law of attraction that often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
It's not simply about, wishful thinking. It's about aligning our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions, and the interviewee's story, with its emphasis on both positive thinking and consistent action toward those goals, really exemplifies this principle.
It seems like they intuitively understood these principles even before formally learning about the law of attraction.
Right. And that brings us to a final thought-provoking observation from this interview.
Okay.
Remember, the interviewee didn't actively seek out the law of attraction.
Right.
It was as if the universe orchestrated a series of events,
Yeah.
guiding them toward this understanding.
It's like they were being prepared step by step.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you wonder, what if we all have that innate capacity to attract our desires?
Right.
What if the key is not so much, learning something new, but remembering something we already know deep down?
Perhaps the real journey is about becoming aware of our own power, trusting our intuition, and aligning ourselves with the natural flow of the universe.
That's a really beautiful way to put it. And it leads us to a powerful takeaway for you, the listener. What if everything you need to create the life you desire is already within you? What if the answers you seek are not out there somewhere, but reside within your own heart and mind? This deep dive has been full of incredible insights, and we hope it sparked a sense of possibility within you. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, remember to trust your journey and embrace the power that lies within.